Big changes have just been announced in the UK immigration system, and one of the most surprising updates is this. The path to indefinite leave to remain, or ILR, has been extended from 5 years to 10 years for most migrants. That's right. What used to take 5 years will now require 10 years of continuous residence in the UK, unless you fall into a specific exemption category. So, who is affected? Who qualifies for an exception? And what should you do if you're already on the 5-year route? Let's break it all down clearly and simply. First, a quick refresher: indefinite leave to remain is a major milestone in the UK immigration process. It gives you the legal right to live and work in the UK without any time limit or immigration restrictions. It's also one of the final steps before applying for British citizenship. Until recently, most migrants, including those on skilled worker visas, family visas, and long residence routes, could apply for ILR after 5 years of continuous lawful residence. But under the new reforms announced in May 2025, that's changing. The UK government has officially confirmed that the minimum residency requirement for indefinite leave to remain will increase from 5 years to 10 years for the majority of applicants. This change is part of a larger plan to reduce net migration, tighten settlement rules, and make permanent residency in the UK harder to obtain. Now, who exactly is affected by this new rule? If you're currently in the UK on a skilled worker visa, a family route, or any temporary visa that normally leads to settlement, then yes, this change will likely affect you. It means you will now have to complete a full 10 years in the UK before applying for indefinite leave to remain, even if you've been on the same visa type for the entire period. But, and this is important, there are exemptions. The UK government has indicated that certain individuals may still qualify for settlement after 5 years, especially if they can demonstrate what's being described as a significant economic and social contribution to the UK. Who does that include? Healthcare professionals are at the top of the exemption list. This means nurses, doctors, and other critical NHS workers may still be allowed to apply for ILR after 5 years, just like under the old rules. This fast-track exception is designed to reward those whose work has directly supported the country, especially during difficult times like the COVID-19 pandemic and the ongoing NHS staffing shortages. Engineers, artificial intelligence specialists, and other high-demand professionals may also be considered under this exception, though final guidance has not yet confirmed all eligible roles. But for now, what we do know is this. If you are a nurse, a doctor, or a critical healthcare worker currently in the UK, you may still be eligible to apply for ILR after 5 years, not 10, assuming you meet all the other requirements. So let's summarize who falls into the new 10-year rule and who doesn't. If you are a skilled worker in a non-critical role, a family visa holder, a student switching into a work route, or on a visa that typically leads to ILR after 5 years, then prepare for a 10-year journey, unless you can prove that you've made a significant contribution to the UK. Now let's talk about those in transition. What if you're already on year 4 or 5 of your visa and planning to apply for ILR soon? Will you still qualify under the old 5-year rule? At this point, the government hasn't given full clarification. However, there may be transitional arrangements for people already near the 5-year mark. That means if you're close to applying, you may still be allowed to apply under the old rule, but you need to act fast. This is where it's absolutely crucial to speak with an immigration advisor or solicitor who can guide you based on your specific case. Let's now answer a few common questions. First, will this change apply to everyone? No, not everyone. As mentioned earlier, healthcare professionals and possibly other highly skilled and contributing individuals may still apply under the 5-year route. Everyone else should prepare for the 10-year rule unless new exceptions are announced. Second, does this affect British citizenship? Indirectly, yes. To apply for British citizenship, most people need to hold ILR for at least 1 year first. So if ILR takes 10 years, then citizenship might not come until the 11th year, unless you're married to a British citizen, in which case you may apply sooner. Third, what does significant contribution mean? That's still being defined, but it's expected to include frontline healthcare workers, people in essential public service roles, high-earning professionals, and those with measurable impact in their industries, such as tech, education, research, and innovation. Let's be real. This change will affect thousands of people across the UK. Many migrants who have lived, worked, and contributed to the country for years will now face extended uncertainty. Renewing visas for another 5 years means more fees, more home office processes, and more delays on their path to stability. For employers, especially in sectors like care, logistics, and hospitality, it could make it even harder to retain talent long-term. This is part of a broader message from the UK government. Immigration is being restricted, and settlement is becoming more selective. So what should you do now? First, check your visa timeline. If you're nearing 5 years, calculate your eligibility carefully. You may still qualify under the old rules if you apply soon. Second, seek legal advice. A licensed immigration advisor can help you understand whether you qualify for an exemption. Third, stay informed. These policies are evolving quickly, and staying up to date could make the difference between a 5-year or 10-year wait. Lastly, document your contributions. If you're a healthcare worker or in a critical profession, keep evidence of your work, qualifications, and impact. It might help you qualify for the 5-year ILR exemption. Before we end, here's a quick disclaimer. This video is for informational purposes only and is not intended to be legal advice. Visa Pathway UK is not affiliated with the Home Office or any government body. Always consult a qualified immigration advisor for personalized guidance on your visa situation. Thank you for watching. If this change affects you or someone you know, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more immigration updates, simplified. You're watching Visa Pathway UK, helping you move smarter, live better, and stay informed every step of the way.